Good morning, my dears. How are you all? Yeah, I hope you all are fine. I too fine. Today we are going to be recall history 4th lesson, tribals, Dicus and the vision of golden age and its map. Particularly we are going to be discuss about map from this 4th lesson. So before we are moving to map, just small recap, 10 minutes, then we will discuss map, right? So this lesson already in the class 7 we discussed about tribes clearly, okay, about Gonds and Ahoms we discussed lot, okay. So this lesson is continuation of that lesson only, okay. So this lesson you studied about the story of Birsa Munda. You studied about the story of Birsa Munda. So, who was Birsa? Means he belongs to Munda community. Okay, Munda is a tribal community. Okay, how Ahoms and Gonds we studied like that. Munda was a tribal community. So in the tribes, Birsa was born in middle of 1870. Okay, middle of 1870 he was born. So when he was born, in his child age, his father already we discussed the tribes in those times. They are roaming forest here and there. They practice animals. Okay, they are cultivating the land in that area. So that is their lifestyle. So the same like Munda also, Birsa Munda also experienced in his childhood. So when he was up to age of 7 or 8, he was roaming forest here and there, and he hears the story about Mundas, okay, how the Munda tribes were very good position in before that, and what is their condition at present, like that. He hears the story about their history from his elders, okay. So from his childhood going on this way. So later his father admit him in a missionary school, okay. For his schooling, his father admit him in a missionary schooling. Missionary school means the Christianity, the people of Christians, they conducting school, they are running school, that one they called as missionary schools, okay. CSI missionary school, Holy Cross, that run by the Christian people, okay. So in the time of 1870, already the people of East Indian Company, they came to India. Many European people, they come to India. When they come to India, along with them many Christian religious spreaders also, they also comes to India, okay. Why? Because in European continent, Christianity is the very important religion. So the rulers also, they focus to spread their religion, okay. So through this school they spread their religion, and so in the time of schooling, when the Birsa Munda studying in missionary school, he comes to know many things about the idea of Christianity, okay. So already he know very well about the idea of tribes people, the lifestyle, everything he know very well. So when he was studying his schooling time, that time he comes to know the idea of Christianity, okay. So later he had the chance to join to spend his time a Vaishnava preacher, okay. Vaishnava preacher means who belongs to Vaishnava religion. Vaishnava means who pray the god of Shiva or Shakti, okay. That people only called Vaishnava. So he had chance to spend time with that people. So in that time he comes to know the importance or the specialty of that particular Vaishnava. That's why so he getting knowledge for that religion also, okay. So he gets various knowledge of various religious group, okay. So that's why when he became adult, when he became a certain age, he comes to know, he made a movement, he created a movement to reform his tribal society. Why he plans to reform his tribal society means, see, in those days the tribes people, many tribes people, okay, not only Mundas, many Sandalas, like many tribes people, the people, they are drug addict. Okay, they are taking lot of drug. They are not live correct way of life. Okay, so they are not ready to send their children to school. Like that, even nowadays also, the culture of tribes is very different compared to us. Okay, so he plans to change their community people, their group of people's practice. Okay, that's why he did lot of steps. That's why he involved a lot of things. At last, what happened? We'll see. So before to end of Munda stories, we have to know the lifestyle of tribes. Okay, so just we are going to discuss the life of tribes people. Then we comes to the end of Birsa Munda story, right? So come to the point. How the tribes people were lived means, they practice jhum cultivator. Okay, they practice jhum cultivation. Okay, jhum cultivation is nothing but, last year we studied about shifting cultivation. Last year we studied about shifting cultivation, or in geography, 7th standard geography, we studied about slash and burn technique. Slash and burn technique. Okay, both are same allowed. Okay, all three is same allowed. Jhum cultivation or shifting cultivation or slash and burn cultivation. So all three method are same method only. So what they did means, so the tribes people where they are lived, so in that place they are taking one plot of land. Okay, they are taking one plot of land. So they clear that land. Okay, they clear that land and burn that land. Okay, suppose there are slash and burns or any unwanted crops or any unwanted plants were grown means, they burn it and they started to till the land along with the ash. Okay, so that ash is very good for that land. So they burn that land along with the ash. They till the land and they are sowing the seeds and they grow the crops. Okay, so that land, so 1 or 2 years they practice, they are doing agriculture in that same land. Okay, again they are after 3 or 4 years they are moving to next plot of land. Okay, they leave that land already, which land they were cultivated, they leave that land empty and they are moving to another plot of land. So in that land also they are clear everything, they burn everything and they are getting slash, they are getting ash. So with the ash they are till the land, they are sowing the seed and they are doing agriculture activity. Okay, so again 4 or 5 years again they are moving to another land. So like that the circle was followed. Just imagine this is a forest. So in that forest, this part, okay, so this part was occupied by the tribes people at first. So they clear the forest, they clear everything, they are burned and they burn that area and they are doing agriculture 4 to 5 years. Okay, 4 to 5 years. Okay, so next they are moving to a second plot of land. Okay, so again here they are doing, and then after 4 to 5 years again they are moving next plot of land. Like that this circle is continuing. So that time the first when they first started doing cultivating or agriculture activity, again that soil, that land getting fertile. Okay, so this method only called as jhum cultivating. Okay, this is only called as jhum cultivating or shifting cultivation or slash and burn technique. Okay, so apart from jhum cultivation, what are the things the tribes people they followed means, they are involving hunting and gathering. Okay, they are involving hunting and gathering. They hunt animals from the forest. They are taking and they gather particularly fruits, vegetables, some medicinal rich roots. Okay, these things and all they are collecting from forest. Particularly the people of the tribes people, they are collecting some seeds from the forest. Particularly what the seeds name they given in a book means sal and mahu. Sal and mahu. So from these seeds they are extracting oil, cooking oil. Okay, so like that, fruits and nuts and seeds and vegetables they are collecting from forest. Okay, particularly one type of tribes they are called as Baigas. Okay, they are called as Baigas. What they think means we are the people of Baigas. They declare, they said they are the people of forest. Okay, so what they think means the forest is fully created for that people alone. Like that they think. Okay, so what they are collecting, what they are gathering from the forest, they are said to, they are coming to normal land. In that land they are selling their things to the traders. So from the traders they are collecting other important items. Okay, sometimes the traders they are started to cheat to tribes people. So the tribes also forced to getting money from the money lender. So the problems started from here onwards. Okay, even jhum cultivation also, when the British people comes to India, the jhum cultivators they are faced lot of problem. Okay, so and then the people, many tribes they involved in hunters, herding animals. Okay, they are involved rearing animals. Particularly here I gave some important names, important groups of animal rearing peoples. One Gujarat, they are belongs to Punjab hill station, and Labadis, the Labadis belongs to Andhra Pradesh. Like that, many tribes groups people they are involving animal rearing. Okay, so after these and all happened regularly. So when the British started to comes to India, East Indian Company started to India, when they expand their ruling area, first they are started to dominate the tribes people. Okay, so when they started to dominate tribes people, some tribes they started to settle down one place. Even last year also we studied about clan. Okay, so clan means head and the group of tribes people. Okay, so when they settled one place, that clan only the head of that group. In that clan one head person under his idea, under his ruling only they are working. Okay, these and all everything changed during time of British entering. So when the British started to rule India, many sectors, many fields, the people affect lot. Okay, so like that, the tribes peoples also affect lot of things they affected. Particularly the head of the tribals. Okay, the head of the tribals or chief of the tribes, they affect first. Okay, so already we studied last year. Homes are homes, they have rajas, they have certain power, like that we discuss. Okay, so when the British started to rule India, that time the functions and powers of the tribes groups, okay, the heads power were changed. Okay, so under the British rule, the functions and powers of the tribal chiefs were changed. The tribal people also asked to pay tribute, pay tax to the British government. Okay, even the chief also, the tribes chief also wants to pay tributary to British government. Okay, so that is not possible. Why? Because they are roaming for their forest here and there. In their group they are roaming. So we can't control the tribes people, but the British they did. Okay, so at last what happened means the tribes, the chief of the tribes were, particularly the head of the tribe were lost their authority. Okay, they lost their own authority, and they have to what they yearly enjoyed. Okay, what they yearly enjoyed among us people. Okay, so when the head was ready to accept another rule, that time the head going to be lost their power. That one ultimately happened in the tribes community. The British government is unwilling to support shifting cultivating people. Okay, so the people tribes, many tribes group, they practice shifting cultivation, but British government is unwilling to control or to support shifting cultivators. Okay, so the British plans to what is the aim of British? Already we discussed the second lesson. Different types of revenue collection. So it focused to regularize its income. Okay, to get more income from the land. Okay, so it's planned to regular income, but the shifting cultivators, they are not able. They are not, suppose when they plan to collect the tax one place means they have to measure the land. Okay, so how much land here, that how much people, how much the population, the government should know the amount of land that it wants to know, and what cultivation, how much yield they are taking, that too the government wants to know. Okay, but in shifting cultivation, for understanding these things it's very difficult. Okay, so the British feels uncomfortable with group of who moved often. The people who move often one place to another place, it's not difficult. It's very difficult to collect tax from that people. Okay, so the British government, it's forced the tribe people to settle down. Particularly, it's forced the shifting cultivators to settle down one particular place. Okay, but what are the steps they are taking to settle down one place? It's not success. Why? Because where the Jew cultivators or shifting cultivators practice their tradition means that land maximum located in hill station. Okay, so in hill station, to settle one particular place and doing same type of agricultural activity is not very success. Okay, that's why it's very bad failure method to convert the tribes people the settled people. Okay, that's why even the British government withdraw the plan, particularly northeast states. Okay, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, in the state and the British government withdraw the plan to settle the shifting cultivators. So the British government introduced forest law. What happened? What is forest law means? The forest, tribes people homeland is forest. Okay, they fully depend on forest. Okay, so the time of forest law implementing time, the government declared forest as a state property. Okay, state property means, already I said, in standard fully often you study state, the word state. Here the meaning of state, country. Okay, the meaning of the state is country. So forest is a country's property, like that they implement. Okay, so the people who lived in forest, they forced to out of the forest. Okay, they forced the people to clear the forest, and the people who involved to collecting some fruits, nuts or medicines, plant or animal rearing, they were punished severely. Okay, and then they classified some forests as a reserved forest. Okay, in that reserved forest, the British people they produced what type of wood they need. They produced that wood from that forest. Okay, so in reserve forest, even nowadays also the reserve forest, the people, normal people not allowed to enter the reserve forest. Okay, so they declare some forest as a reserve forest. So what happened is the tribe people were forced to move out of the forest. Okay, so when it implement this forest law, that time even the British also faced one problem. Okay, what problem means? Not able to get timbers from the forest. Okay, so when the tribes people they settled in forest, that time only they often cut the trees and they sell the timbers in the market. Okay, so when the people they are not allowed to cut the timbers, cut the trees in the forest, so the British not able to good trees, good wood from the forest. That's why some places, only very rare places, the British government give relaxation some people to continue jute cultivation. Okay, so that time they are, for this also they have some cunning ideas. So that time only the British people they are able to get quality wood with a cheap rate. Okay, quality wood with a cheap rate. Even they are going to give the salary to the tribes very less amount compared to normal people. Okay, so this forest law also changed the life of tribes people. So next we are what we are going to see means the problem is with the traders. Okay, the problem what the tribes people faced with the traders means during end of 18th century and beginning of 19th century, many traders and moneylenders often they comes to tribes area. Okay, and they offering money to they offering money to the tribe people and ask them to work as their wages. Okay, as their wages. Why this happen means, see in that time during 18th century, end of 18th century and beginning of 19th century, Indian silks and Indian sandals are very costly in European market. Okay, particularly Indian silk was very costly in European market. That's why from silk was extract from the cocoons. Okay, silk was extract from the cocoons. So that where cocoons, who rear cocoons more means tribes people, particularly the people of the tribes people of Jharkhand, they are involved to rearing cocoons. Okay, so that traders, the traders who come often here means no, they are buying cocoons with a very cheap rate from the traders and they sell it to the market in very high rate. Okay, so in that the tribes they suffered a lot. Okay, not only for this, where the mining area, mining, see in forest only the main source of mining activity. Okay, at the time of 19th century, many forest area, they are British people they found many minerals, particularly coal and gold, that and all they found more. Okay, so in that place they need very cheap labor. Okay, so they plan to use tribes people as workers of mines. Okay, so tribes people they lost their traditions. Okay, they started to work as they started to work in mining. Okay, mining field they are getting very less salary, very less pay, but they are work a lot of period. Okay, the timing of working is lot. That's why this is the reason why Birsa Munda, beginning of the class I said no, Birsa Munda started one movement. These are the main reason. So the British not allowed the tribes to going to follow the shifting cultivation, and they are not allowed to continue the hunting and gathering, and they are not allowed to follow their tradition, and they started to exploitation the tribes life. Okay, these are the reason Birsa Munda started the movement, and all the tribes people. Okay, those are see in those times the tribes are separate in many regions, but when Birsa Munda started the movement, they all are together and they fought against the British. That's why they are getting success. When the Birsa Munda started the movement, at last the British government withdraw the forest law. That is the success of Birsa Munda. Now we are going to see the map of various tribes group, right? So with the help of this map, you can be able to understand various places where the time I marked here, because many places I mark it's so congested, it's not neat, that's why I mark only few places. Okay, so already I said the people who involved rearing animal, rearing cattle, farms, sheep, they were called as particularly Punjab, that people were called as one Gujaras. Okay, one Gujaras. Okay, the same like the Aravalli hill station here in Rajasthan, in the middle of Rajasthan and Gujarat, we have Aravalli mountain range. In that place, the people who lived, the tribes people, they were called as Bil. Okay, already you know very well. Last year we studied the about Gondwana. Okay, so the place of Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh, that area is called as Gond. Okay, so Banjaras you know very well. Tribes people only who are involved in trading. Okay, that people alone Banjaras, they are having caravans. In that caravans they are buying materials from one place and they sell another place, like that last year we discussed, right? And then South India, particularly even nowadays also, the hill station of Nilgiris, we have Irilas. Okay, Irila. Okay, so that tribes still they are alive, and present day Jharkhand. Okay, present day Jharkhand, we have Bihars. Okay, this group of people when they think that forest is their home, like that. Okay, not only Bihars, they lived in Jharkhand, Baraja and Bandas, they also lived in Jharkhand. Okay, in Andhra Pradesh, Kaya. Okay, in Andhra Pradesh, the people of tribes, one set of people where they are called as Kaya, and the place of Bihar, that Jharkhand and between the area of Bihar, that place we have Sandalas and Mundas. Okay, Birsa Munda story we discussed. No, so this region alone. Okay, so and then the place of Nagaland, we have a tribes people, they were called as Nahas. Okay, they were called as Naha. Okay, same like in Andaman Nicobar Island also, even nowadays also we have tribes people. That tribes people were called as Jarawas. Okay, that tribe people were called as Jarawas. Okay, so you have to observe each and every place in your book, page number 41. Okay, and try to understand and try to mark the places another mark. Okay, that time only you can able to mark the time of exam clearly, right? I hope you all are understand what I explained till now. Okay, so you have worksheet, you have to go through the entire lesson, and in that worksheet you have map also. So you have to observe the map which was given in your book, and you have to answer them, right? So I hope you all are understand. Thank you. Have a nice day.